Sure, sure, sure. Do you want to get your coffee? Actually, no. You know what I can do is this. Oh, hey. Yeah, so stay with us.
You're sort of on edge, right?
Put it mildly. Yes.
Mother's-in-law.
It was nice. Your fourth trip, or no, sixth trip back here, the fourth at our house. Last time I was here.
Are those things on the chair? Yeah.
I said, this is my view. Take care of it.
You earned it and deserved it.
That's why you watch it. It's about how you love your family.
Don't be laughing, you keep running.
Yeah, like
You watch it.
she's smoking and it's the lettuce. Yeah.
He's never going there. I do from a company because it's a company. I have a little bit. I don't yet, but I'm going to have somebody in the department, in our marketing department, because people are upset if we don't when they get code. I can't even get all the emails because they're not inbox. I'd rather want to stay up all night and
Doing here? Oh my gosh. What are those people doing here? They're out here. Yeah. Our room
at ASAP School. We just completed the Arthur M. Blank Family Upper School, and it's a wonderful facility. If you have not gotten a chance to see that, I would encourage you to peek around and look at it. One of the grandparents came to me this morning after being at the cocktail party last night and said, that they had, really a good time and that the open bar was quite successful, and said afterwards that they were not usually, they did not usually partake of bourbon like that, and decided that they shouldn't drive home, and took a taxi. And I said, well, I think that was, very smart. And they said, it turned out to be really smart, because on the way back to our children's home, there was actually a police roadblock there. They were doing a sobriety check, and since they were in a taxi, they waved them right through. And they said, the only question is now, what do we do with this taxi that it's in our garage? It's a true story. Okay. Well, every year we try to figure out a few things about you all and give a few prizes out, and those of you who are veterans know that. And so we just try to, get a sense of who's out here in the crowd. And I know we have remote crowds, and I'm sorry, the good thing about being in one of those remote areas is that they don't have to laugh at the jokes. But if I just by a show of hands, how many is it your first time at Grandparents' Day? How many do we have? First, oh great, excellent, wow, thank you very much. How about, let's see, how many are here for their second, let's see, second time? Third time, can we get hands? Wow, okay, how many is it, this is your fifth? Okay, anybody, let's see, is this your sixth? Do we have six? Seven, do we have their seventh? Great. Oh my God. Eight, do we have eighth? Eighth? Not, is only one for the eighth? Is that the most? Eighth? Great. No, how many? You're eight? We have eight over here? Not 10? 10. Anybody more than 10? How many do you have? You think it's 14. I guess when it gets to be 14, you can't quite remember. No. 14? Anybody over 14? Oh, wait, in the back. Yes?
14.
14 is what? Oh, yeah, you guys would be 14. How many? 16. Wow, you're 16th grandparents. Anybody beat 16? 16 is pretty impressive. Those are fertile children. Okay. All right, we have for you a gift. 16. All right. Yeah. Great. Okay, so let's see. We also have legacy grandparents. How many of you have, because we have quite a few, just by show of hands, how many have sent both not just your grandchildren, but also your children were Pai's parents? Because we have quite a few. Just show of hands there. Wow, look at that. That's very impressive. Thank you all for being here. Let's see who traveled the farthest. Because this is always a fun one. Who has traveled? So, who thinks that they traveled the farthest? Let's see. Oh, there goes. I thought I was getting the hook. Who traveled the farthest? Let's see. Somebody came from Decatur. No, sorry. From where's that? Napa, California. Ah, he was the one with the taxi. Okay. Buffalo, New York. I think Napa has. What do you think? Let's see. We always get the students to figure this out. Yes?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Oh, Los Angeles. Yes? There's always a Spaniard, from Madrid. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. All right. Yes. Rome, Italy. Oh, wait a minute. We have a kicker. Okay. Delhi, India. I don't know. Those are all pretty far. I think we have, you know what, somebody else? What, we have another? Yes. Cape Town, South Africa. All right, what's farther, Cape Town or Delhi? Oh, well, how can you answer that like that? You can tell I didn't go to Pace. Okay. Is Delhi really farther than Cape Town?
Yeah.
Really? Is it? All right, listen. I think the international folks. I'm giving gifts out for all of them. Don't you think? That's pretty far. All right. All right. So listen. Yeah, we're also going to give gifts. You come at the end because it's going to be hard for me to get back. I don't want to throw this. Oh, yeah. Spain. Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you. Careful, that's fine crystal. Okay. Well, listen. I want to. Gosh, I lost my place here. All right. Well, today, aside from just listening to me, which I know you don't want to do that much, you'll get a chance really to spend some time with the little person who's special in your life, and you'll get a chance to meet their teachers and understand why they're so excited to come to school every day at Pace Academy. You know, I always tell the children when I get a chance to meet with them to thank all the people who made this possible for them. And you have to know that in their lives, you rank as the folks who are most prized to them, and they really look forward to this day because of that. One of the things that always blows me away, and Miss Mosley, and I'll introduce her in a minute, who's new, said, will there really be that many grandparents here? And one of the things that you realize, just by the power of the crowd here, is how important education is to the folks who come to Pace Academy, and how much it means that the family values that education and participates in it, not just the parents, but the grandparents and relatives, and that it is of a very high value. So I thank you for being here, but also for your presence and for your continued support of our mission to create confident global citizens. One of the most important things at our school, of course, is the pillars of character, and you probably heard your children call, or grandchildren call and talk about getting a pillar and how important that is. And you know, for me, as I look at the whole school, you know, from the pre-first through the high school, you know, I always talk about what is the most important part of an education. Surely we value that the children are achieving academically, but one thing we've not been able to change for our graduates is it is still true statistically that half of the children are in the bottom half of the class. And as soon as we can solve that problem, we feel like we'll be able to double tuition. But the important thing really for us, when you think about what it is that you're investing in, it is in who they are as a person. And you know, as grandparents, because you have an extraordinary perspective, that success in life is not equated to class rank or GPA. But success in life is equated to the character traits of young people and who they are. Are they curious? Are they empathetic? Are they thoughtful? Are they caring? All of these things are real. Are they honest? Do they do the right thing when no one's looking? Those are the most important things, and we really focus on that as a school because we know that we have excellent teachers and that that's the backbone of our school, and you know that. But we really want every student who graduates here to be the kind of person who we are proud of and you are proud of, who will go out and be a leader wherever they are in the class. So I think that's a really important part. Lastly, I want to talk about a new program that we have is the Isdell Center for Global Leadership. And of course, you've heard us talk, if you get the do you all get the magazine? Yeah? Does anybody read it? Yeah, oh good. All right, great. I told you there was somebody who read it. Anyway, you get the magazine, you kind of see the excitement over this. And really, the idea of becoming global citizens has been so central to who we are as a school that the Isdell family, and in fact the Isdells are both parents and grandparents, had funded this idea that we really try to take that idea of global citizenship and infuse it on top of our curriculum, K through 12, really from the pre-first all the way throughout. And you will see this year the theme is water, and the kids have been doing lots of activities. And if you think about the littlest ones learning about water, it might be learning about, conserving water, and when do I flush the toilet, when do I not? What happens to water? Where did it come from? We have all the water on Earth that we've ever had. We've never made any more or any less. And learning all about the science and the culture and history. There are more wars in the world about water than anything else. All of these things are important. And at the highest level, our seniors are doing independent projects studying this. And each year we will take a theme and wrap it through the curriculum, K through 12. And in honor of that, we actually have a gift for you as you leave today. Last year we gave you umbrellas. Remember that? Anybody use those? And I promised that I would give you wallets. But we did so well on the Capitol campaign, I figure you have no money left. But this year we have water bottles for you. So you'll get those as you leave. But just to give you some sense too, but not just in the classroom here, but we also have an extensive travel program. More than half the students now in the high school are going on an international trip as part of their global leadership experience. And the travel portion is funded by our Parents Club. But just to give you, this is the trips just for this academic year. Each trip is between 12 and 20 students. Trips are to Japan, Budapest, Azerbaijan, Germany, Patagonia, China, Romania, Italy, France, Spain, India. They do a trip to England and Cambridge University, Botswana, Namibia, that's one trip, Greece, the Dominican Republic, Australia, and our first lower school trip this year, 5th graders will go to Costa Rica. It's an extraordinary, I'm sure it's just like your high school. It's an extraordinary thing to think about what these children will experience in their career at Pace Academy. Not just here, but in trying to really understand the world they will live and work in a truly different and better way. So I want to thank you for your support and all that. I also want to thank you, many of you, and this is not to make those of you who don't feel badly. Many of you support our annual fund and our campaign, and it is so appreciated what you do. The support, it's amazing. In the campaign for the high school, we set out to raise $32 million. We ended up raising $35 million, and we're able to add on the football stadium and track. It was 1,300 donors. It was extraordinary support. Over 75 families made gifts of $100,000 or more, which is just extraordinary. So I am so grateful to our community, and it is, as you can see, a sign of great strength for PACE. Admissions are at all-time high. We have now more than 7 applicants per space to come to PACE. The demand is amazing. And our debate team, I want to say this, our debate team, we've always had a great debate team. Those of you who are parents, grandparents know that. Debate team is currently ranked 3 in the United States. I know, but they won this big tournament last night, so I'm hoping they might make it to 2 or 1. They're flying back today, but they had a great thing. The other thing is, we started football a few years ago, and our football team has done really well this year. After a 2-5 start, they are now one of the top 8 teams in the state playoffs. It's created a lot of excitement in the school, and particularly for the younger kids. You can watch it online. Last week we have students who broadcast the game, and they had 2,500 viewers online. They were so excited. Anyway, I don't know. We're as they say, we're playing with house money now. But we are so thrilled for the boys and who've done that, and they've got a great band and all that. Well, I want to stop here, say thank you, and I want to turn it over to the person. For years, those of you who've been here for a long time know that Ms. Valerius held this spot as head of the lower school, as I said last night, we have, as Miss Valeria stepped away, she was such an extraordinary leader. We felt an amazing challenge and responsibility to hold the bar high and push it higher. And I am so honored and privileged to say that we knocked it out of the park with Miss Mosley. She is everything we could have asked for and more, and has just jumped in here and helped. You think about this faculty and what these teachers bring, the energy and the excitement and expertise, and what it takes to lead a group like that. She's all of that and more, and I say the new and improved Miss V. But we are so privileged to welcome Miss Mosley. I hope you get a chance to know her. I know your children love her, and I am a huge fan. So I'm going to turn it over now to Miss Mosley. Thank you for being here. First, the kids who've been so... I know, and they had a bunch of jokes for you too. But we're gonna. I know. They're gonna sing now. Miss Pomeroff, you're gonna lead us through some songs.
I'm much shorter than me. Hello, my name is Donna Podorf, and I have the honor and privilege of directing the new Night Stars, formerly known as the Minstrels. This group of kids are so amazing, and so creative and so talented. And we started talking about changes, and this was a year of changes, and so they decided they wanted to come up with a new name for our group. And so we were very democratic about it. Everybody had a say, everybody had a vote, and so now we are the Night Stars. Also, I want to tell you how much they adore their grandparents. When we were putting this program together today, we were talking about, I get tickled to think about, because we were talking about what songs our grandparents might enjoy. So they're like, what are the old songs? So I said, well, they might enjoy some new songs too, so let's think about that. And so we've tried to do a little bit of everything, and so you will see this is very diverse. And also, our very first song is called Let Me Be There. For those of you who... Well, I've been around for a long time too, and Olivia Newton-John made this song popular years ago, and so they enjoyed this song. We're like, oh, it's kind of country. This is cool. But then, with their creativity, they said, Miss Potter, can we do a little skit before we start the song to introduce it? And so this is the total creation of 3 of our Night Stars. We have Megan Hardesty, who is our grandpa, Berkeley Hamill, who is grandma, and Catherine Crawford, who is the little girl. They're going to be performing in the aisleway for you. And then we will sing Let Me Be There.
Grandpa, I can't cross the road alone.
Better than your parents, because we make those chocolate bread cookies.
For those of you who missed that, they said we're even better than your parents because we make those chocolate chip cookies. So we're going to be singing Let Me Be There, and this is featuring several of our children. And just so you know how brave they are, I gave them the option of signing up to sing solos or in small groups. And so every single one who wanted to sing a solo or be in a small group is getting that opportunity today. And I'm so proud of them for taking that risk. So we're going to start now where this is featuring Caroline Brown, Nikki Byrne, Catherine Cochran, Katie, us, Catherine Crawford, Muriel Freeman, Berkeley Hamill, and Asada Manigal.
Wherever you may wander in your life, me be there. Watching you grow and going through the changes in your life. Until I know I always wanna be there. Whenever you feel you need a friend to lean on, here I am. Wherever you know I'll be there. Let me be there in your morning. Let me be there in your night. Let me change whatever's wrong and make it right. Let me take you through that wonderland that only we can share. All I ask you is let me be there. Let me be there in your morning. Let me be there in your night. Let me change whatever's wrong and make it right. Let me take you through that wonderland that only we can share. All I ask you is let me be there. All I ask you is let me be there.
And now for Mr. Asaph's favorite part, some jokes by Megan and Nora.
Good morning. At present, we are not at home, but please leave your message after you hear the beep. Beep. If you are one of our children, dial 1 and then select the option from 1 to 5 in order of arrival so we know who it is.
If you need us to stay with your children, press 2.
If you want to borrow the car, press 3.
If you want us to wash our clothes and do the ironing, press 4. That's what my mom would press.
If you want the grandchildren to sleep here tonight, press 5.
If you want us to pick the kids up at school, press 6.
If you want us to prepare a meal for Sunday or have it delivered to your home, press 7.
If you want us to come to eat here, press 8.
If you need money, dial 9.
If you are going to invite us to dinner or take us to a restaurant, start talking. We're listening.
And now a very special treat. We have 3 of our amazing young men who wanted to sing for you. We have Sam Brooks, Jake Buffenberger, and Grant Thompson singing Home.
Hold on to me as we go. As we roll down this unfamiliar road. Those waves string us along. Just know you're not alone. Make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Ooh, ooh, ooh. to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Okay, so I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I will tell you I'm old enough to have performed for a long time, and that I could not have done that when I was this age, so I'm really proud of it. Okay, next is something that they're doing for me. We're reenacting, or actually telling you, a story from my children's favorite book that my mother read to them when they were young, called What Cried Granny? And we have Shalize as our grandma, John is Patrick, and Pranag and Thomas are our narrators.
Once upon a time, there was a boy named Patrick who was having his first sleepover at his granny's house. As the sun began to set, Granny said,
Patrick, dear boy, it will be dark soon. Time to get ready for bed. But Grandma, I don't have a bed here,
said Patrick.
What?
Cried Granny. She ran out to her yard where some tall trees were growing and chopped one down. She carried it to her workroom, opened her toolbox, and made Patrick a fine bed. Then she painted it a restful shade of blue, put a comfy red mattress on it, and took it to the bedroom.
There you are, dear boy,
said Granny.
Now, climb into bed, lay your head on the pillow, and sail off to dreamland. But Grandma,
said Patrick.
I don't have a pillow here. What?
cried Granny. She ran out to her hen house, woke up the chickens, collected a big batch of feathers. She took them to her sewing room where she made a bag out of the cloth. Then she stuffed it with the feathers, sewed it up neatly, and gave it to Patrick.
There you are, dear boy,
said Granny.
Now, climb into your bed, lay your head on the pillow, tuck the blanket under your chin, and I'll kiss you goodnight. But Grandma,
said Patrick.
I don't have a blanket here.
What? cried Granny. She ran outside and headed for the hills where a flock of fat sheep were snoozing. She sheared off some of their wool and ran right back home. She took the wool to her basement, spun it into yarn, knitted a fuzzy warm blanket, and dyed it the prettiest shade of twilight purple. When it was dry, she carried it upstairs and spread it on the bed.
Now, dear boy,
said Granny.
Climb into bed, lay your head on the pillow, tuck the blanket under your chin, give your teddy bear a big, big hug, and turn out the light. But Grandma,
said Patrick.
I don't have a teddy bear.
What? cried Granny. She grabbed her emergency sewing kit, torn down the living room curtains, cut, sewed, stuffed, and added button eyes and a red ribbon, and made a teddy bear for Patrick.
Now, Patrick!
Go, Granny.
Climb into bed, lay your head on the pillow, tuck the blanket under your chin, give your teddy bear a big, big hug, and go to sleep. But Granny,
said Patrick.
it's morning.
cried Granny. The end.
that is grandmas just about do that for their grandchildren. So this story was so much fun for us that we decided to write our own little rap song to this. I will warn you, this is either going to be awesome or a train wreck. But I have a feeling it's going to be awesome. So this was written by the Night Stars. Oh, and I forgot. This is featuring Sam and Grayson.
Boom chicka boom boom. 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 Granny was awesome, yes she was. Patrick was a lucky boy. She built him a bed. That's what he said. Granny cried. What? Boom chicka boom boom. Boom chicka boom boom. Boom chicka boom boom. Boom chicka boom boom. What?
I think they did a pretty good job. Okay, and this is another one that was one of my mother's favorites. It's one of my favorites. And this is adorable. This is featuring Reese, Grace, Maggie, and unfortunately we have one out ill today who was supposed to be doing this as well, Emma Stewart, so we miss her. But we hope you enjoy this, Mr. Postman.
Stop. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, Mr. Postman. See, Mr. Postman, look and see.
Oh yeah.
There's a letter in your bag for me.
Mr.
What's
Postman.
taking such a long time?
Oh
For me to
yeah.
hear from that grandma of mine. There must be some word today from my grandma so far away. Please, Mr. Postman, look and see if there's a letter for me.
I've been standing here waiting, Mr. Postman, so patiently for just a card or just a letter saying she's gonna visit me, Mr. Postman.
Look and see.
Oh
In
yeah.
your bag for me.
Please, Mr. Postman.
Why is it taking such a long time?
Oh yeah.
For me to hear from that grandma of mine.
Ooh, so many days you pass me by, see the tears standing in my eye.
You didn't stop to make me feel better by leaving me a card or a letter, Mr. Postman, look and see.
Oh
There's a
yeah.
letter in your bag for me. Why is it taking such a long time?
Why don't you check it and see one more time for me? You gotta wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Come on, deliver the letter. The sooner the better.
Please, Mr. Postman, look and see.
Oh
Letter in your
yeah.
bag for me.
Please, Mr. Postman.
Why is it taking such a long time?
Oh yeah.
From that grandma of mine. Mr. Postman, look and see. There's a letter in your bag for me. Why is it taking such a long time?
It's Mr. Postman.
more jokes for you.
What do you call a story about a broken pencil? I don't know what. Pointless. Why was the boy sitting on his watch? Why? Because he wanted to be on time. Come on. Why does the Mississippi River see so low? I don't know. Because he has 4 eyes.
Now, these are some true grandparent stories.
A young boy called his grandmother to wish her a happy birthday. He asked her how old she was, and she said 80. Her little grandson was quiet for a moment, and then he asked, "Did you start at 1? A grandmother didn't know if her granddaughter had learned her colors yet, so she decided to test her. She pointed out something and asked what color it was. The little girl told her the color, and it was correct. The grandmother was having so much fun, so she continued. After several minutes of this, the little girl headed for the door and said, "Grandma, I'm sorry, I'm getting tired of this. Can you figure out some of these colors yourself?" A grandmother was telling her little granddaughter what her old childhood was like. "We used to skate outside on a pond. We had a swing made from a tire. It hung from a tree in our front yard. We rode our pony. We picked wild raspberries in the woods." The little girl was wide-eyed, taking all this in. At last she said, "I sure wish I got to know you sooner."
And now for our grand finale. We are singing a cappella, which is not, it's scary. We are singing "This Little Light of Mine" because we thought that was an appropriate way to end, since this is the light of Pace, this is the light of their parents and you. So we thought this was appropriate. And we will have Jordan singing a solo, joined by Raina and Kate, and then the whole choir.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it
and staff of the Lower School, I would like to extend a warm welcome to each of you on this very special Grandparents and Special Friends Day. The Lower School at Pace Academy excels at providing an academically rigorous curriculum, yet in a nurturing environment. Here in the Lower School, we recognize the need for our students to be well prepared for their life's journeys, and we work diligently to build their self-confidence, to listen to their concerns, and to help them recognize personal successes. Our mission is to create prepared, confident citizens of the world who honor the values and legacy of Pace Academy. You may ask, what does it mean to be a global citizen? It means that we desire for our students to collaborate, think critically, have empathy, and be principled. In all areas of the curriculum, students are challenged to take risks, to problem solve, and to make decisions within a supportive learning environment. In addition, woven into the fabric of our curriculum is the thread of citizenship. Students are taught the importance of being people of integrity and are given opportunities to serve as change agents within Pace Academy as well as in the community. One of the main reasons our lower school students flourish is because of the dedication and professional expertise of each of our teachers. They work diligently to make connections with each of their students, to identify their strengths, to encourage them to take risks, and to be their biggest fans. Our teachers also recognize the importance of the parent-teacher relationship. In the lower school, we believe that this critical partnership promotes successful students. At Pace, we believe that it truly takes a village to rear a child, and we are grateful to know that you are a part of that village. The lower school at Pace Academy is more than brick and mortar. It is a place where faculty, teachers, parents, grandparents, and special friends come together with one shared vision, and that is to create lifelong learners who are exceptionally prepared to live their lives to the fullest and to make meaningful contributions to the world in which we live. Your grandchildren and special friends are gifts and will accomplish great things in their lives. Once again, thank you for entrusting your grandchildren and special friends to us. It is a privilege to play a role in their life's journey. Thank you for coming today and for sharing your gifts with us. And now we are going to dismiss, but listen carefully for all of the directions before you start to move. Okay? So please stay seated until I call your grade. There are going to be guides standing in the back of the cafeteria who will help you get to your designated location. There are also guides on each floor to help you. Pictures will be taken of pre-first and fifth grades only. If you have grandchildren who are both in pre-first and fifth grade, please stay behind and go to the pre-first locations first for pictures. Also, we wanted to let you know that anytime during the school year, grandparents are invited as our special guests for lunch that you can have with your grandchild or grandchildren. I'm going to dismiss fifth grade first. Okay? So the grandparents and special friends of fifth graders, please stand. And you can go to your left. You see the people with the signs?
Jordan, who was Laura's teacher?
I gotta get her.
Matter of fact, you know what?
I'm gonna stop that.
There's one down here right here.
Great. Are you?
Second grade sign.
Some folks have asked if you have 2 or 3 grandchildren. I generally would go to the younger one. They have a harder time waiting.
I thought I would never make it through the gay for about 6 months. I'm glad this point in some regard.
And you're going to go right through the Randall House stairs. There's someone with a sign for 3rd grade. First grade, please stand. And you're going to go to the right. And
Okay, give me some space there.
Some people don't think. They just don't know. Let's get on over here.
now, if your grandchild or special friend is in Miss Alexander's class, or they are in Miss Laster's class and they're a boy, then you are going to go to the music room, which is straight down the hall, straight ahead to the left. Again, that's Miss Alexander's class and Miss Laster's boys.
This is very convenient.